goblins, creatures of the night, spooks and specters. Welcome in to this very spooky edition of the ADHD podcast. I am your spooky host, Rob.
And I am the ghost with the most, Steve.
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for tuning in once again to the ADHD podcast. Please go find us on all those social media accounts. We are on Instagram. We are on X. We are on TikTok. We are everywhere at this point.
At least we're trying to be.
Look up at Animated Dysfunction Pod to find us.
Yeah. And if you can't find us, shoot us an email, comment on something, leave us a rating on the podcast.
Rate us on Spotify, rate us on Apple.
Well, you can't rate on Spotify. You can't leave you can't leave comments on Spotify.
Yes, you can.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can leave comments and ratings. Huh. We have 1 5-star rating so far.
Holy crap, that must be new.
Yeah, man.
There's so many other podcasts I listen to that don't do like the reviews from Spotify because they couldn't for the longest time.
Well, apparently you can now.
All
but
right.
Let's jump into our spooky episode here. We're talking all things spooky animation, talking about our favorite shows, why we love Halloween, why we love this time of year, because both of us are Halloween freaks here.
Oh, I love Halloween so much. It's like my favorite time of year because I can let my freak flag fly.
Oh, me too.
Nobody cares. It's the only time of the year that like I am allowed to be myself.
Nobody bats an eyelash at it. Nobody even thinks twice about it. It's literally one of the funniest things. But I love that season, this season, for that reason.
Oh, yes. Oh, 100%.
And the other segment that we are going to, that's one. The other segment that we are now going to not jump into now.
No, we were going to get into that probably in the second half.
Top
second half
10, not in any order, our top 10 favorite Halloween episodes.
Well, not
animation.
necessarily Halloween. It's like spooky episodes.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry. That's
yeah, because like it's
spooky themed for Halloween.
Yes,
basically, it's something you want to watch during Halloween. This is your list. This is the list.
These episodes are some of like our favorite, like spooky, spoopy, you name it, episodes of all time.
But let's kind of just jump into us personally, why we love Halloween so much.
Oh,
you want to take the reins first, or do you want me to go?
I mean, I'll start off. Halloween, like seriously, like I said, is one of my favorite times of the year, just because I like spooky stuff. I grew up on a lot of things like Are You Afraid of the Dark? Goosebumps, playing a lot of spooky video games with my brother. He's one of the real reasons why like I am into the spooky season. Love you, Eric. Shout out to you. It seriously is like my favorite time of year because it makes your skin crawl in the best way possible sometimes.
Oh, absolutely. And it's just one of those things for me where it's like get comfortable with the uncomfortable. It's something that you need in life. And it's just always something that's kind of been there with Halloween for me in terms of, my mom wasn't necessarily like the Halloween fanatic, but we still decorate my house like it's, what's that? What's the movie now? And I can't think of it.
Halloween Town?
Yeah. Where we just decorate the everything and we're blowing up surges, we're making things happen.
You mean like Christmas Vacation?
Yeah,
when he's setting off the lights and he's like, yep. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That is my house during Halloween, especially now as a fully grown adult. But even as a kid, I remember going with my uncle and my grandpa to decorate my house because my mom refused to do it for Halloween, but she would do it for Christmas. But I loved Halloween, and again, for the freaks and geeks, let your freak fly. It's always so much fun to just see some of these unique costumes, characters, people come out. Even the shyest kid can get involved in Halloween and feel included in the fun of it. It's
dude, yeah.
It's to me, this is better than Christmas, honestly. You get free candy, you get to dress up how you want, make fun of things, and if somebody doesn't give you candy, you not that I would ever condone this, no, but there is some people that would
don't trick people. Don't trick people. I'll only send out them positive vibes, send out that love, because the universe is kind of round and it's going to kick you in the... It's the only, I don't the universe because I don't want that retribution to come back. I try to be as positive as I can be.
I'm not that person either. I've actually, later on, when I first got my driver's license, my car got egged one year during Halloween pranking. Damn. So I was, I'm a victim of it. I don't condone it, but some people are, in fact, pranksters. Don't be that guy.
Don't be that guy. And to go off of you, like how you're You said it was what your uncle and your grandpa would come over to help you decorate.
Oh yeah.
Like we would always put up decorations on the inside and always do like decorations on the outside of the house when I was growing up. Like
Haystacks,
my mom
scarecrows.
is a massive Disney fan. Like she absolutely loves Mickey Mouse. So
A lot of people do.
we have so many like Mickey beanie babies throughout the house and like plushies, and that we will change those out throughout the year to match whatever season it is. And she would have so many for like for Halloween. Like she had
That's
we would do
adorable.
like Mickey pumpkins and stuff like that. Like yeah, no, I love it. I love it so much.
That sounds adorable. But in my house, it was, the classic traditional stuff when I was a kid, hay bales, scarecrows, pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. I still love that tradition. That's still a thing. Just to go into something a little bit sooner, Summerween, people doing it with watermelons now. I think that's hilarious.
I love it so much.
The scarecrow.
Yes.
I love how much it carries over, but we'll get there in a second.
Oh yeah, no, we'll talk about Summerween in a little while because that's spoiler alert. That's one of the episodes we love. Thank you, Gravity Falls.
So let's go into kind of what do we fall back into? Haha. When it's Halloween season, what are the shows that we kind of go into that's like the immediate, like, it's nostalgia, it's fall, I want to get scares in. What are you watching, man? What are we going into?
The first two that come to mind for me are Courage the Cowardly Dog, which everything about that is just absolutely wonderful.
Return the Slab.
Stop it. No, I don't. That episode still scars me, and that's a spoiler for later on.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. My bad. I will not indulge any more information here.
Stupid dog, you made me look bad. And another one just from like when we were kids, the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Like those two, I will always fall back on around Halloween time. I know what it's more of like. Well, it's not new anymore because I think it came out like 10 years ago now.
What's that?
One of your favorites, Over the Garden Wall.
Oh, Over the Garden Wall. Yeah, no, that is one of my favorites, and it's definitely one of the ones that I watch religiously. And literally to the point where, as a teacher,
I
watch it every year,
right?
I watch it every single year, and I've doubled down on it as a teacher. They've allowed me for the past 3 years. I'm not sure how I'm going to get away with it this year, but we had this hour-long block every year or every week where it was, enrichment. You get to do what you want and explore a new avenue that you wouldn't get.
Yeah.
And I've aired Over the Garden Wall every single year during the last 3 weeks of Halloween leading up to. Because
that should just be a staple. That should just be a staple.
It's such a great miniseries. It's such a great representation. And yes, actually, it is in fact 10 years old this year, 2024. In October, this is now 10 years old, which is kind of frightening, but also like that. Trust me, I feel so old too. But you know what? It also makes me like really happy to be saying that during like the college age. That's what I got to watch, and that's
awesome. That was from Cartoon Network, right?
Yeah, that's a Cartoon Network show.
Like when that first aired, it was not meant for kids. Like it was meant for kids. It was not meant for kids.
No, it's a general audience show. It was a general audience
show.
show that was not meant for a general audience. It was meant for the freaks and geeks like us. And one show that I'll mention that actually we didn't even talk about in the pre-notes, but I still relate to it too much because it is the thing that started me in animation and the thing that I love cartooning wise the most. Hey Arnold has some spectacular spooky episodes in there.
Yes, they do.
Whether it's storytelling or whether it's visually done, Hey Arnold does have some of those episodes that just make you a little terrified about the real world, and I just love that kind of stuff. But also for me,
from Hey Arnold, just to go into that real quick while we look at our notes a little bit. There's one thing that I still will live by if I ever go into the city, and that's when the sun goes down, you stay above ground.
Don't trust strangers. Or no, wait, I'm sorry. If you want to go with the actual pilot episode, wow, strangers downtown sure are friendly. But the other show, I think, for me, the other shows, right, that I would go back to during the Halloween time. We already mentioned Over the Garden Wall. I already mentioned Hey Arnold.
We got Billy and Mandy. We got Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I would carefully throw in there Invader Zim, number 1.
Oh,
And
yes.
number 2, Danny Phantom. Real quick, just before I ramble a little bit, what's your favorite Danny Phantom outside character? You know, not part of main cast.
Oh, God.
Either villain or did I just throw you on the spot and I totally messed you up?
No, because you're gonna laugh at me so hard for this
Is it
character.
Skulker?
No,
Is it the teacher?
no.
Who is it?
It's the Box Ghost! Ooh, I'm the Box Ghost! Best recurring character in that entire show because of just like how derpy he is, and like he gets the shit kicked out of him by Danny so many times.
And he's still persistent in trying to get back into the human realm.
But he just wants to get back in the house. He just wants to, like, throw some crates around. That's perfectly fine. Let the man throw some crates around.
Anywhere.
I
think for me, mine's Ember.
Oh my God, she's a very close second because that just
between the bop, her power,
yep,
and the look, unfortunately,
yep,
like in my head,
yep.
God.
There's a reason why, especially guys our age, are really drawn to goth girls. And it's because of the animation at this time between like Ember, Shigo,
Gwen, and
Total Drama Island.
Yeah.
Like they just threw either goth girls at us or redheads at us, and we are just destroyed because of that.
Let's just mention these two real quick. I know one of these you're more of a major fan than I am. I know
exactly which one you're talking about because you don't want to get into this show.
I'm trying, man. I really am. I'm just really bad at managing my time. I literally just sat there and watched Adventure Time for like the 97th time. I didn't need to watch Adventure Time. I definitely
you should be watching the show that I'm just about to mention because A, it's one of my favorite video games of all time. B, the animation in it is so fluid and gorgeous that you over watching it. It is Castlevania. I love the first 3 seasons of Castlevania when it was just talking about Trevor Belmont's story is absolutely wonderful. Season 2 of Castlevania Nocturne is coming out in January, and I cannot wait.
Once I catch up, I'm sure I'm going to be in that same kind of hype train.
It is so good. The story, the animation, everything about it, it's exactly what you want. And it does not shy away because it is 100% an adult like cartoon because they don't shy away from blood. They don't shy away from
even
gore.
From the little bits that I've seen, it's very visual. It's very graphic in what it's presenting to you. Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so good. Like I watched this in public once by accident and I was like, I can only watch this at home.
Yep, right. Yep,
because I don't want to see people literally getting their heads ripped off while sitting on a train.
Right? No, that's not a good idea. The other show that I'd want to briefly talk about before we get into our top 10, so to speak.
I want to continue talking about shows for a little while.
Keep going, because this is your avenue, man. This is Castlevania is all you.
No, I wasn't going to say Castlevania. I was going to pop into another one real quick to tuck back. I know that you mentioned in Danny Phantom when we talked about our favorite side characters for that.
Yep.
And you also mentioned one of the best shows ever, Invader Zim.
Yeah, I completely brushed over that. Good call to get us back there.
We need to get back to Invader Zim.
Because
I just want to know what like some of your favorite moments of that show is.
Oh my God. There are way too many. For me, one of them, just in terms of like overall creepy factor, was the Germ episode.
Oh yes.
Just like that's not meant for kids. That show was not meant for kids.
Or you mean
they were trying to traumatize us as children.
Or you mean like the head pigeon episode? Where Zim just kept getting more and more organs to be human? And by the end, he had like 5 spleens, like 14 hearts. Oh my God.
It was visceral. And just, of course, any interaction that I can get with my spirit animal, Gur, I need them in my life.
It was me. I was the pig all along.
I'm gonna sing the Doomy Doom song.
Yeah. Like, oh my God. No, like you just brushed over those. Like, we need to go back and talk about Invader Zim for like 2 seconds.
No, yeah, definitely needed to
do that. And that also has one of the creepiest Christmas episodes of all time.
Oh my god, it does.
That
Yeah.
that
And the
episode is
movie,
terrifying.
and Enter the Florpus was really well done, and still also just to go back on favorite moments of that series, that particular moment of what? Dib, why are you lying? It makes you ugly. I'm not lying.
Then why are you so ugly?
It was too good. And apparently that was ad-libbed at the end, that last bit, which was just like comedy gold, right?
Yeah. Or like when Zim's trying to ask Dib a question, Dib's just going on, and he's like, "What? What? I can't hear you. What?" There's just so many stupid things that like we do as like millennials that just
that people don't even realize where they got it from, and it's still a thing, but we do because we're gigantic nerds.
Oh yeah. Another good show that is great for like spooky season came out when we were like younger kids was Real Monsters.
Oh yeah, Nickelodeon product, Real Monsters, the guy with the holding his eyeballs up in the air. Dude, that was that was
for like me, all of that. It was just
for me, that was one of those shows that was like, okay, we're going to try and outwardly scare and spook kids, but they didn't do it that well. It was just weird and eerie and funny and fitted that twisted sense of humor that generation seemed to create in their shows. But
it was like Monsters Inc. but in a totally twisted way. And
right.
It was great.
It was awesome. And I you know what? Honestly, it's been so long since I've watched it that I can't really like pick out a specific memory.
Oh no, I'm not trying to like talk about anything like that. I'm just trying to bring it up because like that's another great show to like go back to during this like this spoopy time.
Yeah, absolutely. And do we want to go into the last one that I have here or no? Beetlejuice?
Well, I mean it's apropos since the new Beetlejuice came out. Wow, in sync something.
It's gonna be May.
No. That's
Backstreet, isn't it?
I would say no. That's in a few more months. Come on, it's gonna be May.
May. Whatever.
Yeah, I got you. But no, Beetlejuice like that helped in my mind. That really helped expand the Beetlejuice universe so much.
Beetlejuice universe is insane.
I don't even think it's like canon to the movies.
Beetlejuice as a franchise is kind of insane, right? They have an animated series. They have a movie. They have Broadway show, which is probably the most popular avenue, I would say, at this point of people knowing where Beetlejuice is. And then the newest adaptation movie of Beetlejuice, which was just, and I didn't say it 3 times, so he's not coming after me, but Beetlejuice. Don't you dare. It must be spoken unbroken 3 times.
Yes. No, I know.
But again, just in terms of how wild and zany that is, and again, just the creepo factor, like it was such a fun show. Me and my wife were actually watching this because I forget what streaming platform they just relaunched it up at, but
I maybe Max. I don't know.
It might be Max or it might be Prime. I'm trying to remember which.
I forget where it is. You can find it somewhere online and watch it.
But they did relaunch it, being that the movie's out, and you can see some of like. It was just a zany show.
It really was. Like,
and it didn't fit with any of the other stuff in its universe.
No.
Like they aged down. Why am I forgetting her name now? Like Lydia. They aged her down. They still made the marriage thing happen in the cartoon. It was just like such a weird amalgam of like, hey, let's get this out here because it's so popular right now. And I feel like a lot of, especially at that time, shows were trying to piggyback off of features that were successful.
Yes.
At that point,
and it's just a really great show, and there are some really fun characters that are like built into it, and the animation style is just, I don't want to say it's cute, but for being like more of a spooky show, it's cute to watch.
It definitely had its charm, I would say.
Yes.
It definitely had its charm to it. Like it's to a different audience, nobody was gonna watch that show.
Yeah,
but for the audience that hung on to it, woo. That was fun. That was such a fun treat for them because it was just such a departure from, hey, creepy things are creepy, so let's scare you, and turned it into creepy things are everywhere, so just get used to it.
Yeah, and I mean that helped us get ready for the adult life because looking at post-pandemic BS. Creepy
Um,
things are everywhere, and we just have to deal with it because that's just what life is nowadays.
so is it time? Do we reveal our top 10 spooky episodes to watch during the Halloween season, or do we hold off a bit?
I'm trying to think if there's any other like good shows that I can think of before we get into our list.
I mean, there's a couple
Um,
of live action ones like the Goosebumps or Are You
oh yeah,
Afraid of the Dark,
Are You
like
Afraid of
those
the
kind
Dark?
of
That like
things.
that always scared me, and one of the best live action ones for like nowadays, The Haunting at Hill House.
I
That
actually
just
haven't watched that yet. I've heard a lot of good
it's
things yet.
so good. It's not like
Oh,
scary outright, but it is unnerving, and there's a lot of good stuff into it.
just I thought of another contemporary one that, and here we go again. Me being political got canceled way too soon because animation industry is a bunch of dicks.
Yay!
But there's this show on Amazon Prime that wasn't a Prime original called Costume Quest, and that was
Okay.
such a treat. Made by Frederator Studios, so the same company
Okay.
that
Yeah.
made
Yeah. Yeah.
Adventure Time and all that stuff. But it's such a charming, cute, weird show. I would highly recommend people watch it if it's not taken down already. But dude, it is so much fun. This is something that me and my wife were watching together when it initially aired, and
Mhm.
I'm a little devastated that it's gone because they kind of stopped halfway through their story.
Oh no.
But
But going off of stuff that's canceled, that's also creepy. That's a phenomenal show. Infinity Train.
oh my god, how did we not put that on our pre-show notes? But
I don't
Infinity
know.
Train, actually one of the most unique cartoon series of the modern age because it's an anthology series and you don't really get to see that as much where it's people you get different stories, different main characters every season,
Yeah.
but the themes of that show, man, were heavy.
Oh,
That
100%.
you had people going through divorces and depression. You had people figuring out their self-worth on this train and they finding their way out. Like
Mhm.
again, I'm so happy and blessed that I was able to get the DVDs before they
Except for
ripped
season
it out of
3.
the freaking ground. Like I'm
I'm
again
still searching for season 3.
hunting it down. If anybody out there knows where me and Steve can each get a copy of this, because I'm sure we're gonna want our own copies, but
Yes.
like hit us up.
Yeah.
Find us on Instagram,
Find us on
shoot us a
Instagram.
DM,
Just
leave a
like,
comment in
yeah,
Spotify,
I
whatever
would
it's gotta
say
be.
you can hit us up. You can shoot us an email. If you send us emails, maybe we'll read them on the show. You never know.
You never know.
But yeah, no, I think I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
So, how do
So
we want to do this? Do we want to trade back and forth? Do we want to do 1-2, or do we want to kind of go in pairs?
I think we can just kind of bring up an episode. We'll talk about it and say what we liked about it, what's good, what stuck with us for the spookiness and all of that. But I think it's time for the top 10 episodes,
Not in any particular order.
not in any particular order,
So,
of the spooky season. You got to work on your evil laugh.
I don't have an evil laugh. And unfortunately, that's one of the traits that I just can't do it.
That's all
I try.
that's all I have. Like I said before, I'm an anti-hero at best.
So let's get into again. I'll bring up the first episode, even though you just rewatched it. So I'll let you piggyback and take over.
Well,
but I'm gonna announce
Oh,
it.
so yeah, no, you can bring up this episode, but this is my favorite episode from this series.
So Hey Arnold makes the list here. It's actually in season 1, episode 8, so it's really surprisingly earlier than you would expect.
Yep.
But the haunted train, the
Oh my
ghost
God.
train, as he keeps calling
I
it.
kept calling it the Ghost Train, but it's the Haunted Train. And that one is the kids are bored one afternoon, and Grandpa supposedly makes up a story about this haunted train.
Grandpa Phil always makes stories.
Oh yeah, no, this is why I love Grandpa Phil.
He gets the kids stirred up. He gets the people going.
Hey, not bored now, are you?
Never eat raspberries.
And so he supposedly makes up this story about a haunted train that derailed because the conductor went crazy, and now it comes back on its. Every year it comes and takes people to hell. Ooh!
But that sparks the best duo in animation of Arnold and Gerald to go down and investigate. And
No, but
Helga
it's
being
not
a
Arnold and
creep.
Gerald that go down to investigate at first. It's Helga who
that's right.
is the skeptic that doesn't like. She's like,
doesn't believe it.
Like, this isn't real. And so Arnold like challenges her like, "Yo, meet us at the train depot at this time, and
We'll go see.
like we'll find out together. And it has one of my favorite songs in it with Arnold playing the harmonica and Gerald just like singing along in that like
bluesy, raspy,
like,
jazzy kind of voice.
He sounds like Louis Armstrong.
Right.
It everything about it is great. Like I love the whole story behind the haunted train, the dynamic between all three characters, and how it could be seen as plausible for the hauntedness of the train.
Absolutely, right? And the thing that I love about this particular episode, usually Gerald is the holder of the urban legends. Usually he's the guy who has all of this knowledge.
It is passed down from kid generation to kid generation.
But it's Grandpa Phil who's got this one, and you kind of see Gerald at a loss for a second there in the animation.
He just kind of looks at it like, huh?
Like there's
something that I don't know.
Something I don't know about this town of Hillwood.
It's like, what?
What?
And yeah, no, like that one, and like all of the spookiness between like the art style, like how the story ties into what's going on in the real world, and it just ends up being, you know, a regular train. But the derailment actually happened. Like it is proven later on that there is the one-handed conductor that just plays the squeeze box or the accordion.
The squeeze box.
And it's really a fun episode. Like go check it out.
Paramount.
I would say that's on Paramount Plus, so go check it out. If we can remember where all of these are, we'll let you know.
All right, let's go into
one of my favorite episodes. Once again, another one of my favorite episodes of all time from this show.
Number 2. Again, no, not in any particular order. No. I'm just saying the second show that we have announced. Don't cut me off.
Must slap you.
That's aggressive.
So the next one comes from the show Courage the Cowardly Dog. And it is the episode King Ramses' Curse.
Return the slab or suffer my curse.
Oh my god. That episode.
Take a guess at how early in this is season 1, mind you. Take a guess. Take a guess how early in Courage the Cowardly Dog's airing this episode comes out.
I'm gonna go with like episode 5 then.
It is actually episode 7, but you were pretty damn close.
I was gonna aim for I was gonna say episode 8 again because I know that was Hey Arnold, but I can't. That's so early on, and it's
I think it's probably one of the episodes that set Courage the Cowardly Dog off to be what it is now, which is this cult fan favorite of just creep.
Oh yeah, no. Between the art style of like realistic looking things, and this had like the CGI, like everything about it was just absolutely
it was
wonderful,
unnerving.
It was unhinged.
Oh my god! I swear, whoever was running Cartoon Network at this point and running this show literally just went, "All right, let's push the envelope. Let's see how long it takes before you get canceled. Let's see how much it takes to scare a child."
And it took them a lot because they were on for a while.
I don't get it. I honestly don't get. I mean, I get it because it's a great show and there are people following it and loved the art style and loved the kind of hokey, crazy, spooky, scary stories that they were telling. But like
the things I do for love,
the things I do for love. I just can't. I don't understand how this lasted, but I love that it lasted
and that it still lasts like today. If you go back and look at that show, and especially like some of those earlier episodes, they still stand up.
This is available to stream on Max, by the way. So if you have never indulged yourself in watching Courage the Cowardly Dog,
oh, please do. Please do. It is a treat. So good, especially if you like this spooky stuff. Like it seriously is absolutely wonderful. And like this episode, it goes about Eustace found this cursed slab and doesn't believe like the stuff that's going on, even though like all of the plagues are happening that are like that are on it.
They open the door and they see him, and again, we did it already. Return the slab. All they do is open the door, and they just see this creep that looks like he's in the melting clocks painting.
Yeah, like, he looks like a straight like Dali-esque like creature that just is terrifying. But yeah, no, go check out this episode. It's phenomenal, absolutely wonderful. If you look at our Instagram, we probably have a picture of King Ramses on there, just in all of his weird CGI glory.
All right, our next one. because the episode before we talked about this man a little too much, and we love him a little
Oh
too
yeah,
much.
no,
I think we both
if you listen
universally.
to last week's episode, you know exactly which one we're talking about.
So
Summerween.
Summerween.
Oh my god, Summerween is a great spooky Halloween episode, even though this all takes place in one summer supposedly.
So this is on Disney Plus. It's season 1, episode 12.
Yep.
Just because I have to be that nerd, I have to tell you guys where to find this stuff. But
thank you.
Summerween is literally been a transformative episode culturally already. There are people adapting and adopting Summerween as ways to avoid a lot of what happens during Halloween time.
Yeah.
Everybody's usually home during the summer, or at least there's more people at home during the summer.
Yeah.
So there's more tendency to watch over kids. But again, the whole idea of dressing up during the summer, having your fun, being a creep, being a weirdo, being whatever you want to be, carving out watermelons.
I was like, carving up your watermelon so it's not just pumpkins year round. Like it's a absolutely wonderful.
That monsters are creep in that show. Though. Oh my god, like that's a creepy.
If I remember,
villain to go against.
I remember if I correctly, the last like when we were talking about that episode, because that's one of my favorite episodes of all time from Gravity Falls. I talked about how much that character scared me.
And it's made up of used candy.
But it's still scary.
It's just candy.
So what? It eats
You're
people.
making it seem like a candy monster from K&D.
It eats people.
It does it really eat people? It doesn't have an incest side.
But hey, if you look at
No, I know. It's still that's the lore and it's creepy.
If you look at the lore of it, it killed 3 people.
Yep. Book of Bill says that, right? Or where's that from?
That's from the game that was on Disney website for a little while.
Oh,
where you could it was the 3 teens from like that killed mom and pa.
Yeah, right. Oh my god, that's okay, wild. Anyway, right?
So like that phenomenal show, phenomenal episode. It gives you the creep factor that you want around this type of season. It gives it a new season, so it's not always like, the colorful fall and everything. You get that summer feel to it, but it's still absolutely adorable. And I love Stan's explanation of why they have Summerween. This town likes Halloween so much, so we did it twice a year.
Oh my god! You know what? Wherever me and my wife move in the future, I'm sure we'd be those creeps. Putting on a Summerween.
Oh, I'm going to be doing like a Summerween, like decorating whenever I get my own house. I don't care if I'm the only house that does it. I will hand out candy on it's what, June 24th usually?
Yep, June 24th, July.
Or no, it's right. It's the end of
nope, I got to look it up now. Research and development. I am the research.
Yeah. So while he was looking it up, like I will 100% sit outside on Summerween if I'm around and hand out candy for anybody who comes up to my house.
So in the show, it's celebrated June 22nd, but they say you can do it whenever during the summer.
No, I would definitely aim for the actual Summerween because I want to appease
the Alex Hirsch gods.
I want to appease the Alex Hirsch and his Illuminati brethren. I can't believe we forgot to bring that up last episode that Alex Hirsch is a part of the Illuminati. I mean,
no,
absolutely nothing. Alex Hirsch is a
wonderful
human being who is not a part of any secret society at all.
Definitely
Alex
not.
Hirsch, please come find us. We want to give you a
hug. All right, so let's go into the next one, and we're actually switching up kind of the vibe of this because this one is more goofy than spooky.
Yes,
but
it's
the hash slinging. It's the slash ringing.
It's the hash slinging slash.
And the walls ooze green slime. Wait, they always do that.
Yeah, so the episode Graveyard Shift from SpongeBob SquarePants, which is
episode 16, season 2.
Thank you. I don't have that written down. He did all of that research himself.
Yay!
But that one, how instead of being like a spooky episode where it's like all the ghosts and goblins, they went into a slasher movie, and
they made a slasher movie incredibly ridiculously goofy, and for a while there,
I mean, that's what slasher movies were. Like, if you look at the original, like Nightmare on Elm Street,
oh my god,
that is terrifying, but it is so campy.
It's so campy. It is so goofy. It's
you look at some of
outrageous.
The later Halloween movies and like Friday the 13th movies.
Halloween was my favorite movie, horror movie wise, as a kid. Right? I loved that. It just felt so real. But as we got further and further into that universe, it just got so campy, so hokey, so outrageous, so ridiculous that it didn't make sense.
Look at like Jason X. Like
oh my god.
How like stupid is that movie? But like
I block it out of my head, honestly. I pretend like it does not exist.
Or Jason Takes Manhattan.
That's not a movie. I know you're lying to me to just appease the IMDb gods, but no. You can say that it's real. It can exist online. It's not a real movie.
So just remember, there is no Avatar: The Last Airbender in Ba Sing Se. The Last Airbender movie does not exist.
The Last Airbender movie does not exist.
The Last Airbender movie does not exist in Ba Sing Se.
Oh my god.
But yeah, no, it was so funny to like watch them take this slasher idea, and it was just Squidward just, like with SpongeBob
egging him on, trying to get him scared. They were doing
this like overnight shift because Mr. Krabs wants to make more money.
Shocker.
Oh my gosh, Mr. Krabs wants to make more money. Ooh.
Him tapping the rusty spatula on the glass door.
I just love it. Also, like,
I want a job.
It also has one of my favorite like little endings. Wait, if it wasn't you flipping the lights, who was it? And it just goes over.
Nosferatu.
And it shows Nosferatu, like, from the original movie, Nosferatu, just sitting there, like, it's hilarious, like, seeing him flip. Nosferatu.
The stop motion, the stupid animation of that is just so perfectly, like, it's so perfectly SpongeBob.
It is like
it is so perfectly SpongeBob the way to end that episode where you're trying to rev up all our expectations of something scary and immediately make it goofy and then end on goofy.
Yeah,
like that.
It's quintessential classic SpongeBob. That I think the only episode that beats this out as my favorite SpongeBob episode is Band Geeks.
Yeah, Band Geeks I feel like is universally the millennials crying call.
That's a perfect episode right there.
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
No, Patrick, mayonnaise is not an instrument. No, mustard is not an instrument either.
Horseradish.
Sorry.
But, you want to go into quite possible, or are we still going for Gravity? Or, not Gravity.
SpongeBob?
Yeah.
No, I'm going to move on to the next episode, but I just want to make a preference on this next episode.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like this one's going to be a loaded one, because...
This one is definitely a loaded one, but it's 2 episodes in one because we couldn't figure out.
We honestly couldn't decide.
We legitimately, the two of us debated which episode that we wanted to do for this, so we just took it.
And we're so good at our jobs. Instead of giving you 10 spooky episodes, we're going to give you 11.
Technically, yes, but this is lumped together in one go because they're both from The Simpsons.
And I think you know where
everybody knows exactly where we're going with this. It is 2 of the Treehouse of Horror episodes, but
I only have one of them marked as the actual.
It's Treehouse of Horror 4 and Treehouse of Horror 5.
So 4 is season 5, episode 5. I did not research. Episode Treehouse of Horror 5. That one's on me. But Simpsons is classic. Simpsons season 5 is classic. Everybody knows that this is like the peak form of The Simpsons at this point. You get Nettie as Satan, which is just so completely not his character. Yep. Is this the one where we get he's act crazy, don't mind if I do?
No, that's Treehouse of Horror 5.
Okay, so see, even now I'm mixing it up.
So Treehouse of Horror 5, that is season 6, episode 6.
Wow, that's weird.
Yeah.
It's almost like Matt Groening is like a Freemason and has a plan.
Yeah, a little bit. But so the Treehouse of Horror 5, that's the one that has the shinning in it because they couldn't say shining.
Right.
And that's where no beer, no TV, no beer, make Homer something. Go crazy. Don't mind if I do. Woo! So that one's great. It has Time and Punishment and the Nightmare Cafeteria. So like both of those are great. There's just so many good like little shorts from that one. And then looking over at Treehouse of Horror For that one's a banger too, because that has Ned
That is the devil.
as the devil. You have the Terror at 5.5 feet, which is making fun of the Twilight Zone episode of the thing on the plane, that it's just this little imp on the bus that Bart's just going crazy on. And it has the Dracula episode with Mr. Burns as looking just like Gary Oldman's Bram Stoker's Dracula. Like that's one of my favorite parts of that entire like episode. That and it's just so good. It is such a good like series.
I mean, it's The Simpsons. It's classic. It is literally quintessential.
Dare I say that this is and we don't use this word too much within our own podcast, but I know a lot of other podcasts can take this up. It is an iconic couple of episodes.
I'm sorry, what is it?
It is iconic.
Yeah, you are right though. It is iconic. It's quintessential. It's early 90s cartoons. Like, you didn't have what we have now without that.
Yeah. And it's great to see that they continue the tradition of having Treehouse of Horror episodes. That, like, it seems like if you look back at some of them, they're all just bangers. It was hard to figure out like which one was our favorite, but no, Treehouse of Horror 4 and Treehouse of Horror 5 are exactly what you want for like a spooky episode, and it's a great way to look at Halloween, and I love them to death.
All right, let's get into. We had a debate about if we should include this on here.
Oh yeah,
but I think we all universally, and anybody that I asked agrees that it does belong here.
Yes.
You know what? I'm just gonna go right into it. It's the Puppet Master from Avatar. It is season 3, actually book 3, if we want to go with how the show sets it up. So it's book 3, chapter 8, the Puppet Master, where we encounter
Hama, the waterbender.
And what does she do?
She teaches Katara later on in the episode how to do blood bending. Yes, you heard that right, people. Blood bending.
Yeah, no, this was such. I think
not seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. Stop listening to us right now. I know that we did this last episode with Gravity Falls, saying watch all of Gravity Falls, and then come back and listen to our episode.
But do it again.
Yeah, no, stop.
Do it again.
Stop
go to
listening.
Paramount.
Pause this. Go watch Avatar: The Last Airbender. It'll take you.
I'm not sure if it's on Netflix anymore. I think it's
still on
Paramount, but it might be on Netflix.
It's on Netflix too. I think.
I know it was that huge.
Go watch it wherever you can watch it. Come back to this episode, and then you'll understand why the Puppet Master.
I think this is by far and above and beyond the creepiest episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender.
It is. It is the creepiest episode.
And you know what? I'll even go further. The whole franchise of Avatars. The whole.
I don't know.
Korra,
there's
all of that.
There is some creepy stuff in Korra.
No, absolutely there is, but I still think this tops it. The origin. Basically seeing the origins of bloodbending, and I know Korra goes into that more in a developed route later on in their series, but like, whoa, it's horrifying. You're watching people's limbs bend the wrong way without any control, tearing up, hearing the bones,
like how everything moving, like the capillaries and like the bones moving, and like just hearing that like crunching noise and
just watching them crumble.
Oh my god,
powerful people just crumbling.
Yes, like. Seriously, this episode is terrifying to watch,
and it's just a little old lady in the woods.
Yeah, who's just angry at the Fire Nation because the Fire Nation sucks.
Yeah, no, I mean,
this is coming from a firebender.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, no, I'm
Team Earth.
I'm 100% a firebender.
I'm Earth. I'm Earth all the way through. My wife likes to argue that I am a waterbender, but I am also Earthbender through and through. But I mean, again, going back onto this in terms of like creep factor, right? They even depict her, meaning the original bloodbender, so creepily, so desaturated, so angular.
Looking when she actually starts,
she's interacting with Katara and like, but when she's trying to get on your good side, kind of thing. She's
bloodbending, like the hair is just going everywhere. Oh my god! Like she looks like a specter, like this creepy old lady, like. you want to like you think creepy old like quintessential creepy old lady, that's what she looks like when she's bloodbending, like the cackle and everything. You're like,
Yeah, seriously, no.
oh
No, no, no.
god. But now to change it up a little bit,
Oh, go
and
into basically both. I would think both of ours. This man literally has a tattoo for it, but both of
yes,
us
like
grew up on
I
this.
don't know, people may argue with us whether or not this is an episode of something,
No,
but
it's definitely a movie, but we're still calling it an episode because it's not
it's
as
short, it's 20 minutes long.
exactly. It's
It's episode
realistically an
length.
episode,
It's episode length. But
and of course,
we're getting into
the Great
it's
Pumpkin.
the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Grew up on this quintessential holiday, quintessential Halloween movie.
Yes.
Grandma, grandpa, uncle pulled us in the room, made sure we knew it was on. We watched it religiously
I legitimately
for years.
watch it every year.
I've slacked on it in recent, but I try and catch it every single year.
I watch it every single year, like 100%.
Wholesome community, wholesome values.
Just, it's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. If you guys haven't watched it, do you live under a rock?
Do you
seriously?
believe in humanity?
This sets, like, if it is not spooky time if I don't watch this the special. Like,
right.
It is
no,
so
absolutely.
Good. Like,
it's so hard to catch sometimes, honestly, when it's on. Like, I think it's CBS right every year.
I think it's on CBS every year, but like you can find. But if you want to watch it,
it's on Paramount. I think.
No, it's on Apple.
Oh, that's right. Apple does have all.
Apple has all of the Charlie Brown stuff.
So all the Apple TV stuff. All you Apple TV people get that treat.
But that story of like seeing the trick or treating, seeing how much Linus like loves the Great Pumpkin and really thinks that he had the sincerest pumpkin patch, which that pumpkin patch, if you look at it, that was a sincere pumpkin patch. Oh my god.
Oh my god, that is absolutely insane. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
I am not. Like, that is the most sincere pumpkin patch. And it is like it is the
it's bare cupboards.
Dare I say, it's the iconic Halloween movie.
It's iconic.
It is iconic.
We're gonna throw around iconic again. That's not twice. No. We don't do this.
No.
But no, in all honesty, in terms of like cultural significance and impact, again, one of those same ideas with The Simpsons. You don't get what we have today without stuff like this.
I mean,
this is and again, I know we keep talking about this unintentionally, just in terms of off air, but this is another one of those that we really need to dive into at some point in terms of multimedia platforms and adaptations, because like this was one of the cornerstones that set up merchandising and redistribution. Obviously, everybody knows this was a Sunday comic, and Charles Schultz kind of not sell out, because I don't think that's the right word, because he was very again. I'm feeling negative with my tones right now.
He never really sold out for like peanut stuff. As I'm sitting here drinking from a Peanuts glass,
he didn't sell out in the way that we, as like in today 2024, view selling out, because he still had so much control over what exactly it was that got distributed, exactly how it looked, exactly how it sounded. And even with the merchandising too, he had his hand on all of that stuff. He was very much, and again, not in a negative sense, he was very controlling over his baby. That was his baby.
It was understandable because that was his.
And it took us so long to get that Blue Sky, rest in peace, Blue Sky Studios 3D movie of the Peanuts. But even that adaptation was cool. I still love that movie. That was very well done.
Watching that movie, like the music in that is just, some of it is just beautiful. And I mean, even the music, like hearing that cool jazz in the background of
the Great Pumpkin. Yeah,
like it's great seeing the World War I flying ace, going up against the Red Baron, like that, all that shit, man. Like it's exactly what we wanted, and like we keep going back to it because it just scratches that nostalgic itch. Like it's
for us especially, yeah.
All right, so are we good to move on to the next one? Because it's been a while since I've watched this episode, so I'll let you talk about it a little bit more, because you probably know a little bit better than I do.
I mean, this is like my baby child of a show, so yeah.
So this is I think this is the only show to be on here twice, besides The Simpsons, because we lumped that together, is Hey Arnold.
The Headless Cabbie.
Oh my god.
Was such a phenomenal episode. So well done, so much storytelling. And again, it all kind of starts off with just, this idea of everybody hanging out at Arnold's place. Arnold tells a story, and all of a sudden they're out at the same spots trying to figure out if this is real or not. Helga being Helga.
I mean, Helga's always Helga.
Helga's always confrontational.
Yes.
Always confrontational.
That's just because she loves him so much.
My love. Oh my god. And literally you get all of the favorite side characters to be involved in this episode, which is hilarious to me. So you get like Sid, you get Stinky, you get Harold.
Stinky, Harold, Sid, like all of I love those guys.
The main crew.
I would say, is Eugene there?
Eugene's there.
Yep. So like you get everybody that you want there.
And in Ernie Potts being the Headless Cabbie towards the end of the episode is hilarious too, because he's just too short. The whole premise of the what am I going to call this, folklore? I guess in that episode is that
urban legend.
Yep, Gerald. Gerald's not the keeper of the tale. What is this? That's twice now. That's very strange. Anyway, Arnold gets the story right, and I mean, the whole premise is that the cabbie's driving around this woman through the park. Take me once around the park. Very menacingly, by the way, she says this. Not once around the park, and all of a sudden, scarf catches branch. Branch catches that scarf and makes a knot, tightens it up. There goes the cabbie's head.
Yep.
Woman freaks out.
Yep.
Even with a little smile.
Yep.
It's so creepy. It is so fun. It is such a
good episode.
The Headless Cabbie.
And like even just tied into the haunted train, like it just brings that spooky vibe that's not always there. And this is later on in the series, isn't it?
Yeah, this one is actually way down the line. It is season 4, which is their last one, episode 14. And ironically enough, you know what they paired this with?
Which one?
Friday the 13th.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's also another phenomenal episode.
Dance, my pretties. Gertie on top of this New York skyline commanding thousands of black cats to her bidding.
Yep.
Phenomenal series.
Like
my childhood, my love.
But just going back to it, like it's another episode that it's not a spooky show, but it just kind of like teaches you that there's real things that happen in,
not to
real
be so
cities.
Scared of them,
Yeah, and it's okay. It's like, don't be so terrified of stuff.
The stories are there, things happen, but we got to move on. So I'm gonna let you take the reins on this one.
This is
not that I don't watch or haven't watched it, but it's been so long honestly so long for me, maybe over a decade at this point since I've actually sat and properly watched Cowboy Bebop.
So this episode is from Cowboy Bebop, and it's one that absolutely is terrifying to watch. The episode is called Pierrot Le Fou.
Episode 20.
It is episode 20, and it is about this assassin who just has a big, creepy smile and the mind of a child.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing I actually remember from this episode. It's just how menacing and gross and graphic they made that smile. It's haunting. This is available on Crunchyroll, by the way. Sorry to interrupt. You may now go into
Thank you. I mean, I have Cowboy Bebop on DVD, like the full series. I love this show so much. It is my favorite anime of all time, just because I watched it at the right time, and when I was growing up, it was very formative for me, and it was my brother who got me into it. Once again, thank you to Eric Gaden.
One of the coolest intros in animation.
Oh yeah, no, Tank is that is a phenomenal song right there. I absolutely love it. I still listen to that. Like I listen to a lot of the Cowboy Bebop music just as like background stuff. But this episode, like the feel behind everything, the creepiness of the main antagonist, the whole idea that they're just stuck in this child brain and it's just laughing and bouncing or literally bouncing off the walls.
It kind of gives me like a Luffy vibe if he were grotesquely horrifying.
I was gonna say this is more of like if Finn from Adventure Time was a creepy assassin.
Like Meow?
Yeah, a little bit. But like just everything about like the Cowboy Bebop as a whole, it's like a little bit of that like dark and grittiness to it. But it is just absolutely wonderful. Seriously, go just take this entire list, make a playlist out of it, and just watch the episodes, people.
And I'm sure there's going to be a post
It's
out there with our, again, not in any particular order.
yeah.
Of
This
course.
isn't like I don't say that this is the second best like Halloween spooky episode of all time. It's more of just like this is a part of my top 10. I absolutely
like when it is October 31st.
Like scared the absolute shit out of me.
Oh,
watching
absolutely.
it for the first time.
When it's October 31st and we're running around the house during Halloween, getting the candy ready, making sure kids are ready to go for trick or treating.
I'm actually around that I can hand out like treats this year.
So am I. This is the stuff that I have on in the background. This is what I have on playing in the house.
Oh, see, I'll just put on music and
I'm a psychopath too, and I put on music outside. So when the kids are trick or treating and walking around our block, which is in my neighborhood, thankfully it's a really nice secluded kind of block, and kids can run around like crazy.
Don't say where you're from on the podcast.
No. I wasn't gonna go there. All I'm saying is basically like we have such a tight knit little community that kids can run around on the streets, and it's not anything too crazy.
Yeah.
Cars are relatively smart on it, but like, wow.
Yeah, no, and like this episode, all of the creepiness that you feel from it, just that smile alone that Piero has, just it even thinking about it gives me the skeeves. Okay, let's move on before I'm like.
I was about to say it's time. I think it's time.
I think it's
for
time.
the final episode in our countdown here this time, and it's actually kind of a animated special. It's a couple of episodes.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, it actually I mean I
forgot about that.
It shows it up as one full episode because it's the whole special.
Okay.
But when it originally aired, it aired in like 3 different parts.
Okay.
So this is from Billy and Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween, where we get the character Jack.
Yes.
The pumpkin head.
We get that. We get like the first time, like I think one of the first times where Billy like actually
is afraid
of stuff, and like he done goofs big time with this episode.
Yeah, he done goofs. This is on Max. This is in season 1, and it's the last episode of the season, so it's episode 15 is how it's marked.
Okay.
But I actually see it up on YouTube as a full episode, so you can go watch it there too.
Yeah, so if you don't have any of the subscriptions, but if you do have the subscriptions, go watch it. If you don't have the subscriptions, probably one of your friends, family, something like that has it.
Somebody's gonna have it. And Jack is again, just to go back into the plot of it. Jack's a headless kid, a headless person, and from Grimm's past, he's just known as this like maniacal prankster, doing things to the nth degree, almost like in Adventure Time when Magic Man is originally with Mars and running over Gob with the bus. You know, it's that same kind of like way over the top prankster mentality. Billy dresses up as Grim Reaper and steals Grimm's scythe from him.
Yep.
And like Steve mentioned earlier, he done goofed.
He done goofed hard.
He gave this prankster the scythe of the Grim Reaper, basically allowing him
reap the souls.
He can do whatever he wants, and he cannot get hurt. Yep. But some of these stills that I remember, right, from like childhood, just the pumpkin head with the scarecrow hat, that image,
and just like the scarecrow body with it, like it is like if you take Scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz and put a jack-o'-lantern on his head instead of having like the normal scarecrow head, and that's exactly what you're seeing at for Jack. And just if you like, I hate saying to go to our socials. You'll see a picture of him there.
Oh my god! And just the way that he's interacting too with the kids in this disingenuous way, but also in the same time of like, I know I need you, so I can get what I need. And he's at like, I remember Billy going up like trick or treating. He's going up to the door and he just sees I almost did it. You just see a pumpkin headed man and you don't do anything.
You mean an iconic?
No, we are not doing this. It is not. It is not iconic.
Okay. I've thrown that word around a couple times. That's all.
Okay, that's it though. We're done. I would consider this more of a cult following classic than I would a iconic episode or series, right? Like, this is such a good, well done episode. Lots of spooks, lots of laughs, lots of gags.
Yeah.
But
I agree with you there, and it's one of those episodes that when people think of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, that's one of the episodes that like immediately pops into your brain.
Oh, absolutely. Like this one, the Golden Apple, Chaos Goddess. Like, there's so many Nurgle.
There's just so many good episodes, but like this one is the one that, like, you're just like, you immediately think of that episode when you think of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. But that was our, not in any order, our top 10 episodes for like spooky season.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So. All of them, if you go back on it, Haunted Train, King Ramses, Summerween, Graveyard Shift, Treehouse of Horror, The Puppet Master, Great Pumpkin, Headless Cabby, Pierrot Le Fou, and Billy and Mandy's Jacked Up Halloween. Like, all of those, like, when you think about those shows, those usually pop up if you know what shows.
If you are an animation fan, if you like cartoons, you've heard of some of these already. You've watched some of these already.
Oh, if you like cartoons, you've probably watched all of these already, especially if you're a millennial.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's all the time we have for our ghouls and goblins today.
Our creatures of the nights, our spooks and specters out there.
Make sure you follow us on all our social medias. And as a spooky spoiler,
as a special announcement, we now have a TeePublic page open up. So if you want to get some really cool ADHD swag, we got 2 shirts up there. We got one that's just our logo that you see everywhere on the front, and then we have another one that is based off of our first episode. And on the front, it has our logo as always, but on the back, it's got the name of the episode. Keep this podcast weird.
And I think that's going to become the universal motto of this show, unintentionally.
To be honest, that's what I've been using. Like, whenever I do a tagline for this show, it's just keep this podcast weird. And thank you, Steven Universe, for,
providing us some inspiration.
Yeah.
Thank you guys as always.
Thank you for tuning in to the ADHD podcast. We hope you enjoyed our nonsense and whimsy. Please make sure to follow us on our social medias. Instagram @animateddysfunctionpod and Twitter/X @A_D_H_D_pod. Links in the show notes below. Make sure to check out our merch on TeePublic. Our store link is also in the show notes below. Thanks again for listening, and remember, keep this podcast weird. Intro and outro music brought to you by DJ Cutman. Find him on all available streaming platforms, and you can find him on Instagram and Twitter @VideoGameDJ.